Galeres, agora eu acho que tá gravando, né? Eu só vou gravar as quests me aborreceram muito. Eu só vou gravar porque Michelle disse que era muito difícil, o Matheus também enfrentar a Raiden aqui nessa terceira forma. E acho que a missão dela ainda falta muito pra acabar. Mas é cheio de Gary mesmo, tive que olhar na net e tal. Sempre é o problema é que sempre é uma coisa muito, tipo, nada a ver. O bagulho tava, sei lá, 1 metro de distância um pouco. Aí, enfim.
But have you really been enlightened with new? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors. The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun, as she indicates. Once I started entertaining the but inside a realm of consciousness. I existed, though she is a puppet. The Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this.
Concordo, pai.
With the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation. I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over... It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss. Every action on determination. Courage. Only rules shall remain. Those were my thoughts when I... Now... They are you wish to make yourself... I am your past. The everlasting law. The guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. In the end, even the proud...
Pô, mas aí por isso que é difícil, né? Porque a própria inútil da Raiden contra a Raiden, aí realmente fica complicado.
Never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Illusion shattered.
Illusion shattered.
Strike dead.
Não pode, vagabunda!
Shines eternal. There is no escape. The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
There is no escape. Pathetic. Weak.
Você é que é fraca, sua inútil. Esquivei de tudo que é seu.
Will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Opa!
Inazuma shines
Não
eternal.
consigo! Ah, entendi o que aconteceu. Às vezes acontece com o orelhão. Ih! Muito fácil! Muito fácil!
Lembrei o que seu avô fazia se cair a unha. Tem band-aid ainda?
Não sei, tem que ver na
It
caixa.
appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
Tá felizona, mãe, vendo jogar.
Ai, eu sou choqueira, não me lambe. Não sou sorvete, hein? Para de me lamber que eu não sou sorvete. Parece um sorvetão, mas não sou. E eu responde, não me responde. Você só tem 5 meses pra responder. Quem já viu toda vez que eu falo me dá esse E fica aí que eu vou me mandar. Olha aí. Vovodete, carinha de vovodete. Olha, fica, não me responde que ela vai falar.
But how long can you... In this, she was built to resist erosion. Her
Eu vou
will
ser
is
obrigada a gastar comida, provavelmente, pra fazer a gente vencer.
maybe. But I have to prove to her if I don't do this. The Shogun's this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries.
Já entendemos,
No
colega.
matter 500 years ago, here in the present, they rely on their ambition to. It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity,
Passar o dia lá
a
almoçar.
short moment for which the Shogun does not
Mas você
exist
foi?
is nothing to
Você fica
fear.
chamando pra gente não. O que que é? Você não vai. Você vai ficar. Já começou, né?
I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day during my absence.
But this means that...
Ah, isso, tem que deixar nas mãos da Yaya e Miko, concordo. Isso, concordo. Pode expulsar a gente, eu não ligo não. Ah, então vou deixar aqui, gente. Nem vou continuar a missão. Deixa assim mesmo, a Miko com o Arconte. Inclusive foi essa a sugestão que eu dei pro Matheus o tempo inteiro. Como a Kokomi não pode, ai, Taiwan, outra China, nada a ver, legal. Então vamos de... E aí, Miko, é o que eu faria já desde o início. Aí a Miko assume, tá ótimo.
What do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might not... Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay. Oh, you're right. Paimon, who knows if she really understands these...
Ela sabe tudo sobre a Shogun. Eu amo a participação dela. E espero que esteja combinado uma coisa na outra. Sempre na árvore sagrada. Deu ruim de novo. A Raiden ressurtou pela 40ª vez.
Let me guess. You're all tangled up in... I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile.
Concordo com isso, Yaya e Miko.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my...
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's a...
Yaya e Miko sabem
okay,
também.
I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some...
Is she playing dumb? She's...
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about... All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've...
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll... First things first.
Ah, entendi. Agora a Yaya e Miko vai pra lá. Lendária. Ó, eu peguei ela exatamente pra isso. Só que a minha... Gente, a minha Fischl, ela não é totalmente upada, ela não é upada direito, porque eu priorizo a Lisa, né? Não dá pra upar todos os campeões. Agora tá aberto.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a
Vai,
question
agora
of how
sai
crafty
em
I need
dois.
to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can...
So, it's abstract, but has a location.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put... Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force... This is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's much...
What? Alright, well, time on staying here then. You two can...
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course.
Caramba, e a Amy, além de tudo, ela é muito inteligente. Ela tá usando, tipo, o poder de papa dela, dessa vez o poder espiritual. Isso é muito legal.
Oh, nothing. It just seems extra... By the way, remember to focus only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant wave. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Pode deixar, mulher. Eu gosto de bater nela. Vai voltar quietinha, rapidinha, doutrinadinha de esquerda. Ela é de direita agora. A gente vai transformar ela de esquerda rapidinho. Com o nosso discurso feminista, que nem o filme da Barbie. Só que o nosso discurso é soco, é pancadaria. Ai, que bonito. Pra cá eles já estavam com orçamento alto, porque todas elas têm uma animação, uma coisinha. Só que eles já estavam com dinheiro pra fazer as missões lendárias que vieram depois.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Ai, que lindo, hein, amigo?
Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
É, o reino espiritual é complexo. Vocês ainda estão dessa, né?
Huh? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my... You bring honor to that. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500... Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new.
Caramba, que frase bonita.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Ih, vou ter que comer muito alimento.
Great enough to vaporize the...
Mas, gente, ó, vamos ser honestos. Essa terceira edição dela só é difícil de enfrentar. Por quê? Porque você só tem a opção de usar a própria... ela própria. Se fosse com os meus campeões aqui, eu tinha derrotado ela fácil.
I will endure forever. Shine down. Witness.
Jesus!
Calamity.
Ai, que sorte!
Illusion shattered.
Ainda bem que eu entendi, consegui ler rapidinho o que era.
This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way. You need not worry about the... I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stir at the blade that I inherited from... I noticed it also. Just now, this power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. When I clasped Muso Ishin, it was at once a familiar... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer from this day forth. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today on, Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, you truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed. Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its... a convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me, but... Everything happened so sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas.
Did you know what was about to happen in...
I had some sense of it. That place... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you.
Don't look down.
See? It was with this possibility in mind that I left... Here, take it. But it is you who must take...
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
A Makoto deve ter sido uma pessoa incrível, que nem a deusa maior.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Não fazia ideia que a Sakura da Yaemiko, que ela toma conta, tinha uma história tão profunda. Eu não sabia que era basicamente uma pessoa, o fragmento do poder da pessoa, que nem da Makoto, que nem com a deusa maior.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness. No matter what you make of it, it's
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
a place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without... And yet, that sense of disorderliness has...
I don't fully understand yet. But...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was...
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulled.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted.
É engraçado que a
We
Amy
have been
fala
loving
mó
care of each other
séria.
over the ages to thank
Pra falar,
for how
não,
it
tô
appears
zoando.
today. And obviously I played my part. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed enough. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. My first thought was... As a greatest... But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my
Eu
thanks.
pensei que ela poderia ter
You
pensado
have
isso,
done much for
que
me.
tinha dado problema em
Ei.
Inazuma.
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your... After all, you saw...
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things, but I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto... She even factored my image. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used...
Makoto
Concordo.
speaks.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. From...
We will
É,
have to end the
realmente. E
frivolity
aí seria
there.
muita
There
responsabilidade.
is much work to be
Para que
done.
você já tem várias.
The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today. After that,
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for... I'm looking forward...
É isso. Inazuma não é mais uma cidade fechada.